Hi, Kathy here from Kathy's Cute Creations with my daughter, Sherry. Hi. Today we're going to make some little, I'm going to call them potpourri bags that you put in your drawer to make it smell real nice. I think they're called sachets, but I'm making a cover so when the cover gets dirty, you can wash the cover, but you'll have another cover. This way, it's not just the little bag itself where you'd have to throw it away. Now to make this, I am using tulle, which is just this very thin fabric. I don't even know if you're going to call it a fabric. Now, I started out with about a 9-inch piece. You can start out with whatever size you want. Here's a bag that's finished. I put Velcro on it here. And then it's got the potpourri like that with a little bag in it. And then I went ahead, and now there's two ways to measure it, and I'm going to tell you how. I went ahead and made this bag. It's also got the same, other end here, the Velcro. And what I did, now to make this one, I just automatically made a 9-inch square. Now when I go to sew it together, all I do is fold it in half. And then I put the ends together. Then I rolled it 1/4 inch, and I actually pinned it. And the way that I pinned it, and you can use clips if you want to. Let's see if I can do this now. Let's see if I can. I want to make sure it's in the camera, just to give you an idea. And I took my pin and I went in and out, like that. So it's in, out again. And I went all the way down it. And across the bottom, same thing. And then I used a zigzag stitch, and when I zigzagged, it rolled itself. I'll show you here on this one. It rolled on itself right here. That's a zigzag stitch. And you can see where I folded it right there. And I went right down the middle of the zigzag. Now, if you have a serger and you want to use that, it would be a lot easier because it'll cut it off and it will hide your seam all at the same time. And instead of making a 9-inch, I would go 10 or 11 for the square. All I did was lay this down, took my project bag, laid it on top of it, like this, and then I cut bigger than the bag, both ends, both ways. And that was it. Because it really doesn't make any difference if this is too big or not. Now, if you don't want to make this, you can put your potpourri directly in here, and you can make your Velcro bigger to hold the whole top. But my purpose was that if I needed it and it got soiled or something, then I'd have another bag, or I can just make 2 of these. Let me go show you on the sewing machine how to use it, and this is what I'm going to be stuffing it with. This here, and it smells really, really good. And then I have a bag, which I saved. So when I got things that I order in the mail, depending on where I order from, they actually use this as a little bit of stuffing, and it's just the leftover remnants of the thread that's been cut. I've just saved it all, that's all. And then I use that to tie the top because I use it for cords on my telephone. I just wrap the cord and then I tie it like that. So let's go over here to the sewing machine and I'll show you how I sew this. All right, I'm at the machine. I've got the zigzag stitch on, and I'm just trying to go right down the middle. And this one doesn't look like it's rolling, so I've got a larger zigzag on it. You only need your zigzag as big as your, just so that the stuff doesn't come out of the side of it. And my other one was actually my practice. One more here. See, this is pretty simple to do. Doesn't take much time. And I pinned it just like I showed y'all. And you only have to sew 2 sides, because one's got to fold and the other one's actually the top where you're going to be stuffing it. There you go. It looks just like this. And now we'll stuff it. Okay, so while I'm doing this, and all I'm doing is putting some of this stuff in this bag, I wanted to let you know that I made a comment about thread to wrap around the top, and actually it was fabric strips, not thread. And then this can be any flavor, or actually any smell you want. This is apple cinnamon. And then another thing I wanted to mention was that when I don't give a size, for example, when I gave you the size for this little bag here, I was telling you it was a 9 by 9 and you could make it bigger. Well, when I don't give you a size, it's because I don't really have the rights to whatever I made to be giving out any kind of information like that. I can show that I'm making it, but I can't give you any dimensions or anything unless I make it myself. So if we do our little sew along, of course I'll give you the dimensions on how to cut all that out. Each one of those squares and everything. Now I'm just going to fill this up. And these are just different, I don't know, shapes. I don't really know what all it is. I've never known what it is. You know, I don't know if that's like real apples, or this is just a little, looked like a little dried flower. There's a lot of red, a little bit of green. And then this fabric here actually stretches a little bit. Now that looks like a cinnamon stick. So it's going to stretch a little bit as you pack it in there. Would you toss me that other little cover so I can take a look at it? Yeah, that cover. Okay. I'm going to judge how much to be putting in here. And then I'm going to show you how I do it, because now that it's got that Velcro on it, when you go to open it, it's going to try to adhere to itself. Okay, you're going to need to go for me one more time. Would you give me a piece of that fabric? Thanks.
What is this called?
Fabric remnants is actually.
Remnants.
Yep.
Got it. What color is your bag?
It just doesn't make any difference. It's hidden inside the bag.
Okay.
So, all right. So that looks like quite a bit. That'll fit in there. So now I take it, I'm going to twist it a little bit, and I'm just going to put this around it. And then if I want to change out the flavor that's in there, because I'm just going to tie it like that. I'm not tying it in a knot or anything. And I can put all the extra down in the bag. Then when you go to put it in the bag, because it's got the Velcro, which is going to want to stick on itself, I take it and I fold that down. And this bag is not lined. I didn't line it or anything. And then shove it in there. Just like that. And I made this bag out of, if you've probably recognized it if you've seen some of my other videos, these were a couple of those squares that were left over from other projects. Remember when I was showing all the half square triangles and everything? Had them on a design wall? This is just a couple of the little blocks. And then there you go. That's it. And you just put that in your drawer. And then the next thing you know, your drawer is going to smell like apple cinnamon. But you can get these. I mean, I'm pretty sure this one was actually given to my granddaughter. And so I told her I would make some of them for her with this stuff. And so somebody just bought it. I don't know where they bought it from. It just says Botanical Potpourri on it right there. But I know you can get these at Walmart. You can get them at Joann's. They come in all different smells and different colors too. Whatever. Like I think the lilacs are a little bit of a light purple color. So that's it. That's all I wanted to show you. This way you could make this for a Christmas gift if you wanted, for yourself, for your family, or even for your friends. And I haven't washed this fabric, which you could wash it. And when you wash this, all the little edges will actually ravel on here. It looks really, really neat. I made a table runner and washed it just so I could see the effect of what it did. And boy, I really, really liked it. That's why I made these little, that's why I have all these little leftover pieces. So that's it for this video. I hope you liked it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye, everybody.